Hello everyone, my name is Hariom Singh. I, along with my friends Utkarsh, Rudransh and Ketan, we have made a computer project of firefighter car. This car has 5 functions: automatic obstacle avoidance, bomb detection, water pump, servo movement, and remote control car. Now I want to call Rudransh to explain the components required for this car.
There are total 10 components: Arduino UNO R3, L293D Motor driver shield, SC-SR04 ultrasonic sensor, SC05 Bluetooth module, IR proximity sensor, servo motor, BO gear motor, 5V DC relay module, 5V water pump, breadboard if required, and jumper wire. Arduino UNO R3. It is a brain of the car. It is a microcontroller board based on 80 Mega 328P. It has 20 digital input and output pins, of which 6 can be used as PWM outputs and 6 can be used as analog input. A 16 MHz regulator, a USB connection, a power jack, an in-circuit system programming header, and a reset button. We give DC supply.
L293D Motor driver shield. L293D Motor driver shield is designed as a full-featured motor shield that will be able to power many simple to medium complexity projects. This motor can be used to drive up to 4 DC motors. It can also be used to drive up to 2 servo motor and 2 stepper motor. L293D driver shield body is integrated with 2-pin terminal, lock and jumper to connect external power for separate logic motor supply.
SC-SR04 ultrasonic sensor, used as a sonar to determine the distance of the object. It offers excellent non-contact range detection with high accuracy and stable readings in an easy-to-use package from 2 cm to 400 cm or 1 inch to 13 feet. It is mainly used in automatic obstacle detection.
HC05 Bluetooth module. Bluetooth serial module allows all serial enabled devices to communicate with each other using Bluetooth. This module works on 3.3 volt and can also connect 5 volt supply as well, since the module has onboard 5 to 3 volt regulator. The data transfer rate of SC05 module can vary up to 1 Mbps and is in the range of 10 meters.
IR proximity sensor. It is an electronic device that emits the light in order to sense some objects in our surroundings. An IR sensor can measure the heat of an object or as well as detects the motion. It has 3 pins: VCC, GND and out. These sensors sends binary value 0 when there is no object and 1 when there is any heat or object. It has a potentiometer which changes the range.
Servo motor. A servo motor is a self-contained electrical device that rotates parts of a machine with high efficiency and great precision. It can rotate from 0 to 180 degrees and vice versa. The output step of the motor can be used to a particular angle, position and velocity that a regular motor does not have.
Gear 5V DC gear motor. A gear motor is an all-in-one combination of a motor and gearbox. It is used to move a car, which is controlled by L293D motor driver shield. BO motor, lightweight DC gear motor, which gives good torque and RPM at lower voltages.
5 volt DC relay module. The relay module with a single channel bolt is used to manage high voltage. The relay uses current supply for opening or closing switch contacts. The device face is attached to normal opening or normal closing. There is one NC or one NO pin through which current flows according to switch position. Together there is a common point to which we can give AC or DC voltage per device.
5V DC water pump. This DC 3 to 6 volt mini micro submersible water pump is a low cost, small size submersible pump motor which can be operated from a 2.5 to 6 volt power supply. It can take up to 120 liter per hour with a very low current consumption of 220 milliampere.
Heading towards the circuit diagram. This is the Arduino UNO. This is the main component of our car. Now we attach a motor shield to the Arduino UNO which will supply power and run the motor. Now the power is given to the motor shield which will supply the power to the Arduino UNO also. We attach the motors to the M1, M2, M3 and M4 of the motor shield respectively. We have used a breadboard for clear representation of the connection because there will be mess if we do it in this. Now we attach a Bluetooth. The RS and TX systems are connected to the 0 and R. Now 3 infrared sensors are attached. The power is given via the breadboard and the digital output pins are connected to the analog pins of the shield. Now we attach the ultrasonic sensor which will be used for the obstacle avoidance. The VCC and ground pins are connected via the power line of the breadboard and the trigger and echo are connected to the respective analog pins. Now we will attach the servo motor to the respective dedicated servo motor driver pins. Using the relay we will connect the pump and we will turn it on and off using the digital pins given here. Firstly, the HC05 module should be paired with your Bluetooth device and mobile. It is written here and the password to connect to it is 1234. Let's move to the app. This is the app. Now we will connect. Please come in and turn on the car. The car is turned on and now we will connect to it. Move it backwards. See, it is connected. It is written here. Now we'll move to the controller. Now I would like to call Utkarsh for explaining the functions and working of the car.
Moving to the functions, as explained by my friend Hariom, there are a total of 5 functions. Let's start with the first function. So the first one is Bluetooth controlled RC. When the car is turned on, the first function is automatically initiated. It is simply an RC car that moves forward, backward, left and right. As you can see on the controller, there are arrow keys. When we press the forward key, it turns forward direction. When we press the downward key, it turns backward. Same with the left and right, it will turn right or left. Now we would demonstrate it by moving the car on the ground. Now we will be demonstrating the RC control card by using the mobile phone. The car is already connected to the mobile phone. As we press the forward button on the controller, the car moves forward. As we press the backward button, the car moves back. The left button is pressed, the left tire moves in the backward direction and the right tire moves in the forward direction. This creates an imaginary pivot at the center and creates a torque around the car, which leads to the left movement of the car. Now, similarly, when the right button is pressed, the right tire moves in the backward direction and the left tire moves in the forward direction. This also creates a pivot at the center and creates a torque which leads to the right movement of the car.
The second function is servo rotate. It is controlled using this button. When this button is pressed, the servo will rotate from 0 to 180 degree and we will stop it when the button is released. We saw the demonstration. See, the servo is rotating till the button is pressed and when we stop the button, the servo will stop at that position at the time we have stopped the button.
The third function is water pump sprinkler. The water pump sprinkler is connected to the relay and if we turn on the function 1 button, then the relay turns on. It shows a green light on the relay and the water pump starts. This will sprinkle water if the water is filled in the bottle.
The working of water pump and see how it will extinguish the fire. Please turn on the water pump. As you can see, it aims on the fire and we can also rotate the servo motor according to our need and aim on it. Now, the fourth function is automatic function. It will use the ultrasonic sensor on the device and detect the objects coming in front of it and decide whether in which direction to go. It is turned on by pressing the F2 function on the controller. See, now it is on. As you can see, there is no object in front of it, so it is moving indefinitely without any stopping. So now, if we put any object in front of it, it will look left, right and forward and move accordingly. It is turned off by pressing the F2 function on the controller again. Now, we are going to demonstrate the automatic mode of the car in which it will use the ultrasonic sensor. Let's go near the car. As you can see, it is detecting using ultrasonic rays
Now moving forward, the fifth and the last function is controlling car by using your palm. This function is started by pressing the square button on the controller. As the button is pressed, the function is initiated. As we place our palm on the topmost IR sensor, the light glows on showing that there is an object placed above it. This IR sensor initiates and moves the car in the forward direction. The left and the right IR sensors controls the car and moves it accordingly left or right. If you place on the right side, the car moves right. If on the left, it would move on the left side. If the hand is placed on both the sensors, the car moves in the backward direction. The palm control function is turned off by pressing the triangle key on the controller. As the triangle button is pressed, the function is no more in action and the car moves back to the rccar control. Thank you. Now leading towards the palm detection control of the car. As the square button is pressed on the controller, the function is initiated. Now as we place our hand on the topmost IR sensor, the car moves forward. And as demonstrated, that if we put our hand on the right of the car, right IR sensor leads to the right movement of the car. Similarly, as we place our hand on the left.
Now we will demonstrate how the car moves backward using IR sensor. When we place our both hands on any object on both the IR sensor, it moves backwards. As you can see, we place both our hands together and it moves backwards.
Now I will be explaining how and where to write the codes on Arduino.
For writing the codes of the Arduino, one must download and install the Arduino IDE app. You can do it simply by going to any browser and type in Arduino IDE. After that, click on the first link that appears and choose for which Windows software you want to install, and then click on just download. The download will start. Since we have already downloaded, we are not going to download it again. Let's open the app. Now you have to click on the third icon in the left taskbar and then type Adafruit Motor Shield, and after that install the second library. We have already installed it, so no install button is coming. After that you have to write the code. All the code for our car will be provided in the description.